Rolling.
Get over here!
Ooh. Yikes.
Try that again.
That's okay.
Ouch.
Hello, friends, family, guests. This is our year-end review for 2022.
Wow, what a year.
Yeah, we'll actually start in December 2021.
Yeah, because we had a nice little trip to Portugal, our first trip to Portugal.
Yeah, it was great. You can see it in our previous playlist up here.
Yep.
So check that out. It was very eye-opening. It was the first time where I felt really, really excited about a new place. So we visited Lisbon and Porto.
A little road trip up to Porto.
And then for the new year, ringing in the new year in 2022, we spent some time up at the cabin in Truckee with family.
Lots of snow.
Lots of snow.
Lots of snow.
And we did a hike to Monkey Rock.
And we went skiing.
That's right. That was fun. It was the first time I've been on skis in
Years.
20-something years. Fast forward to March, we spent some time to celebrate Mama-san's birthday at Redwood City.
Yep, and we went over to Filoli Gardens to view that. We've been to Filoli before. It's a beautiful place. We wanted to see it in the spring. Last time we saw it was in November, in the fall. So we wanted to see the spring. And the whole family, a bunch of the family went with us and enjoyed the day at Filoli after celebrating Mom's birthday.
And then the next day, we went to Winchester Mystery House since we were in that same area, and that was our first time.
Yep.
For both of us.
And that's a place I've always wanted to see and had seen lots of things on it. It was cool. It was a good experience, fun to do. It was a little smaller than I expected, but there's a lot of cool things about it. If you're in the San Jose area or the Bay Area, that's a good stop, a good afternoon.
April was a big month, especially for me. It's
Yeah.
our birthday month, but in April I accepted a new job at UC Davis as the events manager for the College of Engineering, and in same month I did my last event at Sac State for the campaign close. The On the Rise campaign closing event.
And then you took off and spent part of a week up in the mountains in Tahoe.
I was just about to get to that because I was under a lot of stress and just felt like I needed to get away. A big birthday was coming up, so I felt like I just wanted to spend some time away and be with myself and my thoughts and kind of rejuvenate, rebirth, if you will. And then, so I went to Reno, another great place. It's the second year in a row that I spent my birthday up in Reno. My actual birthday was on a Saturday, and that's when I came back came down the mountain from Reno, and then he pulled off this big surprise party. It was filled with lots of family and friends, so thank you to everybody that showed up to that. It's the first time I've ever had a surprise birthday party thrown for me, so it was special.
And I'm glad he showed up.
May 2022, he rode.
Yeah, I had taken a little break from NorCal 8 cycle and had ridden with him for a number of years and decided to ride in 2022. So it was a good 2-day ride, 150 miles or 130 miles. It was a huge ride, but it was good, and it was nice to be training for that, do the fundraising and support that cause in CAC. So that was nice to get out there, good weather, and have a nice ride.
Are you on the board now?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that ride inspired me to get involved with the board, and hopefully we can help drive some more traffic to that and get some bigger rides going this this next year.
On Rainbow Chamber side, we did live. We went back to live drag queen bingo, and for May, that's
Big Day of Giving, and it's what we call Big Dog Big Bingo. So we, Rainbow Chamber and the Rainbow Foundation, have partnered up to host the first Thursday bingo in May on Big Day of Giving, and it's our fundraiser. So we do an amateur drag feature part of that Big Day of Giving Big Bingo, and so many of us put on our drag for that night, and we contract with other drag queens to actually help us get dressed and ready and prepared. So there was a number of us that spent the afternoon putting our drag on, as they say, to participate in the event. So that was a good event, a big fundraiser for the Rainbow Foundation, and a lot of fun, and a lot of work to put that together, but definitely an enjoyable evening.
yeah, we probably would have been the first to get cut on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah, absolutely. But our shout out to the queens in Sacramento that helped us out with that, putting that together.
And then at the end of May, we traveled to Hawaii for a vacation with my side of the family. We met them there, and I took my first surfing lessons ever. I don't think I'd ever do that again. It was really rough on my neck and my shoulders, and I have problems with my neck, so it was fun to be in the water, but maybe surfing's just not the activity for me.
And then we hiked up to Diamond Head, something I've wanted to do in Hawaii for a number of years, a number of trips to Hawaii. So we hiked up to Diamond Head, which was really nice. And then we hiked to one of their waterfalls. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Right. We so it's been a few years since both of us had been to Hawaii. We hadn't been to Hawaii together, but both of us had been to Hawaii, and it was nice to come back to see Hawaii. And we went, took the Leaky Highway. We drove around the North Shore and all that area, Turtle Bay. We didn't really see any turtles on that day, but we spent a couple of days out just driving around, and it was beautiful to see the island. We enjoyed that time. It was a good way to relax and swim in the ocean and just kind of take some time off.
Fast forward to July. I got a bike, first time ever. It was my own bike, just for me. The reason why is because working at UC Davis, it's such a big campus, and if you have to go walk to a meeting somewhere across campus, it's gonna take you a while. So I borrowed his bike. We call her Bernie, but anyway, that inspired me to bike a little more. So I got my own bike called Midi. I named it Midi. So I take Midi to local
around Midtown.
Yeah, I would say 2 to 10 miles is my limit. Running errands, if I can, if I don't have to haul too many things on the bike, then I take Midi instead of driving. I feel like it's better exercise, better for the environment, etc. You know, gas prices have skyrocketed this year, so that was a big deal for me. In the middle of the month, we went to Fullerton for a conference that I attended called the CSU, California State University Event Professionals Network Conference. It's an annual conference. The last couple of years it's been virtual, but this is the first time that it's been held in person, so everyone was really excited to be there. So I attended that, and then he came along for a couple of days.
Gave us a chance to connect up with friends in Southern California, see a little bit of Southern California as well. I hadn't been down there in a number of years, neither had him, so that was nice. And we checked out Cal State Fullerton and that area. And up to that point in time, we'd been totally vaccinated for COVID, and then dodged the COVID bullet. But either some point along that trip, 2 days later, back in Sacramento, I went for a walk with a good friend and was feeling a little out of it and feeling a little hot, and came home that night after the walk and tested positive. So I spent the next 10 days experiencing the full realm of COVID.
And I didn't test positive that entire time. I slept in the other room, and I ran the Corsi Rosenthal box pretty much the whole time.
Yeah.
And I think that really helped. You know, we both masked when
in
the house and kind of, stayed a fair distance from each other during that time. So
So it can be done that you can have one person with COVID in a house and another person not get it. So to this point, he's still been COVID free, fully vaccinated, but been exposed a number of times.
I haven't tested positive for COVID.
Oh, that's probably true.
In August, we took a trip, a long-awaited trip to the Pacific Northwest to visit both sides of the family. We started out in Seattle. We had dinner with Shannon and Elma, cousin Shannon and Elma.
Yep. And then spent the day in the fish market in downtown Seattle. And then we went out to Bremerton Island.
No, Bainbridge Island.
Oh, Bainbridge Island, yeah. We took the ferry out to Bainbridge Island, which was cool. We drove on the ferry with the car, which was kind of interesting. Super fun. That was cool. And then the next day we went up to Lake Washington, or that area, with his brother in Renton, and sailed on Lake Washington, which was really, really cool.
Yeah.
The day sailing.
Yeah, so earlier that day we had our cousins from Southern California, San Bernardino,
come up.
have our mini reunion there for cousins because my niece, she moved up to Seattle, and then the family came to visit. So it was a good time. It was good timing for us to be there.
And then the next day we went over to the shooting range and shot clay pigeons, which was a really cool experience. Left a little bruise on my arm, but it's definitely a cool experience.
Yeah.
And we also checked out Olympia, Washington.
Yeah.
We hadn't done that, and the number of times I've been to Washington over the years, driven by it on the freeway, but never really gotten off the freeway and spent some time at the Capitol, which is really cool. Beautiful little town and a great little marina, and we spent most of the afternoon there.
Yeah. We caught sunset there. It's really picturesque. Olympia was en route to Portland to visit Uncle Jonathan and Janet.
Yeah, and Janet. And so we spent Monday with them, Monday morning, I think. Monday morning. And
lunch.
Monday we had lunch with them. And then Monday evening we went over to Vancouver, Washington to check that out.
Right.
And we walked along there and we had dinner in Vancouver, Washington. So September is the start of the fall season. The Rainbow Chamber with the Rainbow Foundation partnered. We have an event. This is our 8th year we've done it with the Rainbow Foundation. It's a Farm to Scholar. So it was an event that I helped create years ago. And we were fortunate this year to partner with American River College, the Culinary Arts Program. And actually they hosted it at their campus in a horticulture unit. Which was a newfound discovery for me that there were so many unique things on that campus with American River College. And then it was just a dream working with the American River College Culinary Program. Great staff, great people. The students were eager to do this event. So we normally limit it to 50 to 70 people, and this year we took it up to 100 people, partnered with the American River College Foundation. And turned out to be a really, really good event. Great food, great ambiance, great location. The chamber gets a lot of things partnered with, so we had wine from Willamette Wines, Matoma Wine Company, and Tahoe Blue Vodka and things like that. But really it's about the food and the experience, great entertainment from the students there, and it just turned out to be a really, really good event and a good partnership. So that was middle of September, big project for me to be able to help put that together with my team of volunteers, but it was really well pulled off of that, probably one of our better Farm to Scholars. In October, we had planned to take a cruise through the North Sea and from Copenhagen to London. The cruise company canceled that when the war started in Ukraine, but I left that on my calendar for planning purposes as a vacation. So it gave us an opportunity to reschedule that and plan that to go to Germany to visit relatives in Germany, and another trip to Portugal to go check out Portugal even more. So we wanted to explore both those regions, but we really wanted to explore more of Portugal. So this gave us an opportunity to do that.
in Portugal, we wanted to look at other areas, so we went to the Algarve, which is the south part of the country, on the not the Mediterranean, it's on the Atlantic. So
Close to the Mediterranean.
they're coastal towns and
Yeah.
lots of beaches that many Europeans and other folks visit to holiday. And a lot of folks retire there too from other countries. So we went to Lagos, spent a couple days there as our base, and then also went to Tavira to check out that area. And it was bookended, the southern part was bookended by a day in Lisbon and then also another day in Lisbon
Yeah.
on the way back to Frankfurt.
In both stops in Lisbon, the first day we went back to Alfama, which is the old historic part of Lisbon. So as we come to the end of the year, normally in the years past, for many years, it was always about Christmas season and Christmas trees and wreaths and the whole Christmas family, Christmas business. This is the first year since 2003 we will not have anything to do with the Christmas season. We're not going to be making wreaths. We're not doing Christmas trees. That business has been wrapped up. And so it gives us an opportunity to look at some other things. So we're hoping to spend some time with family and friends, spend some time here in Northern California, spend some time kind of around the area exploring some of the things that we've missed for many years because we've been wrapped up in Christmas business. And so no longer are we doing Christmas business now that we can focus on some of the traditional holiday things. So we're looking forward to having a fun, festive, relaxed holiday season.
And kind of like what normal people do.
Yeah, a normal holiday season. Right. And we wish you all a wonderful holiday season.
Yeah, and Happy New Year. Have a very great 2023.
May you stay healthy, happy, and travel lots.
Thank you for watching.
Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
You should have a glass of wine.
A Shiraz.